Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian and book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. Today I get to share with you this book called The Other Side of the River, written by Alda P. Dobbs. This is a continuation of a story about a girl named Petra Luna who has escaped the Mexican Revolution and has found herself on the other side of the Rio Grande in America. But it's not exactly what she had in mind. The streets are not paved with gold, and she's actually in a camp with other refugees. And when she gets there, hunger and smallpox are a constant threat. So even though it's not exactly what she intended, she knows that she's safer there than she would be with the Federales in Mexico, and she has to shoulder a lot of the burden for her family. She's there with her abuela and her two younger siblings, and she must be the one to go out and find work in order to bring in the money that they need to survive. So as they struggle through this situation, Petra she finds herself doing things that most 12-year-olds might not do. She finds work. She does the things that are necessary to get her family to safety, and they find themselves in San Antonio. And there she learns a lot about life the hard way, about whom to trust, how to build relationships with people, and how to follow her dreams that she will not let go of. She's desperate to learn to read and write. She sees the benefit in doing so, even though her family doesn't always agree with it. And she finds some kind-hearted people along the way who will help her with that. Now, not everybody is kind-hearted, and she learns that the hard way as well, but it toughens her up, and it helps her do the things that she needs to do to keep her family safe. This story is written a lot like a diary, so it flows really easily, and middle grade readers will love the fact that there's a lot of white space in here as well. So as you get into the story, it flows super smoothly, and you can't really put it down. You're learning about Petra's life, and you're experiencing the things that she's experiencing along with her. She makes a lot of mistakes. Sometimes they're not something that she intended, and other times she has intentionally misstepped, but she does learn from each of them, and she finds herself embracing a culture and a country that is filled with people from all over the world that have similarities to her that she doesn't always expect. There is a lot of Spanish language, Mexican culture, and family values woven into this novel as well. And what's interesting about the Spanish is that the first time you see the words in Spanish, they are in italics, but as the story goes on, they are not anymore. So you'll see the words again, but they're not italicized any subsequent time. And that really serves to show that Petra's world is really blending. So it's not just about her Spanish culture, Mexican culture, but also how it integrates with American culture. So Petra Luna is based on the author's own family experience, but this story takes a little bit of a divergence from her family history, and it incorporates a lot of well-curated research about the time period in which Petra lives. So the Mexican Revolution, about 1913, and how refugees from Mexico found themselves in San Antonio and how their lives evolved from there. If you're looking for an excellent historical fiction novel for middle grade readers, I highly recommend this one. And if this sounds like a great fit for you, I hope you look for it at your favorite bookstore.